The #1 killer worldwide, what do you think it is? It's cardiovascular disease. Heart attack, stroke, blockage of the arteries, high blood pressure, clogging within the arteries. And here's one vegetable that can save lives. It's called beetroot. Because beetroot is filled with nitrates, and nitrates get converted to nitric oxide in our body. It causes the blood vessels, the arteries, to relax. Not to constrict and get tighter, but to relax and get wider. Opening up those blood vessels, allowing more blood to get to the cells of your body. What does that mean? That means more oxygen. That means more life. And if you have open arteries, the heart doesn't have to pump as hard to get the blood circulation through your body. That's a blessing. This will lower blood pressure. But this can do so many amazing things to keep you healthy so you can live a long life. And beetroot's filled with potassium, the essential mineral that helps regulate fluid balance, nerve signals, and muscle contractions. And beetroot counteracts sodium to help your cardiovascular system. It lowers blood pressure, but it helps get rid of that excessive bloating because sodium will attract water. And beetroot, as it gets rid of sodium through its potassium levels, is going to start leveling off that sodium, lowering it as the potassium goes higher, taking away that bloating, helping get rid of those cramps, and getting you feeling much better. And beetroot contains vitamin B9 called folate. It's all about the homocysteine levels because folate helps to lower homocysteine levels. That's an amino acid correlated with an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases. And high homocysteine levels is what damages the inner linings of our arteries and promotes blood clots. And beetroots are filled with soluble fiber. It lowers the bad cholesterol, the LDLs, the low density lipoproteins. That's the cholesterol that causes plaquing on inside of the arteries that leads to blockage of that blood supply going to the heart that we call a heart attack, or to the brain that we call a stroke. And beetroot is filled with powerful antioxidants, the betalains as well as vitamin C. These antioxidants combat oxidative stress, which can damage blood vessels and lead to heart disease. These betalains specifically help protect the cells from oxidative damage. And studies and research show that consumption of beetroot juice lowers the systolic and diastolic blood pressure, particularly in individuals with hypertension. And the mechanism is from the nitric oxide resulting from the conversion of dietary nitrates, which relaxes and dilates the blood vessels. And beetroot protects the endothelium of the inner lining of the arteries. And this protects those inner arteries from atherosclerosis, keeping that plaquing away, protecting it, keeping it healthy with that nitric oxide production. And there are several ways to incorporate beetroot. You can juice, use it on salads and roastings. You can take beetroot powder if juicing is inconvenient, as well as beetroot capsules. But beetroot has a synergistic effect, meaning it works along with healthy foods. That if you're eating healthy nuts, your leafy greens, your olive oils, as well as your fatty fishes, particularly to get those omega-3s, that's going to keep the bad cholesterol levels low and keep the cells of your body healthy. You definitely need to supplement beetroot in your diet. Increase circulation. So your arms, your legs. How many millions of people have problems into their legs? Swelling, pain. This opens up the blood vessels, get more blood supply and oxygen to those cells so things can heal quicker. Lowering blood pressure. Millions and millions of people are on blood pressure medications. This can definitely help significantly. And taking stress off your heart so it can work a lot less harder than it has been in the past. As well as those powerful anti-inflammatory effects to keep that plaquing from occurring in the intima or the inner part of your arteries. So I hope this video serves you well. Please share it with your friends and family. Leave your comments below. And most important, make it a great day.